Ladies and gentlemen, we are through to another Carabao Cup final. Oh, King Colin, that one was absolutely and utterly for you. We see the celebrations of the players there in the tunnel. We saw the celebrations on the pitch as the final whistle went, and that was an emotional one. That really meant something tonight. Thank you. Gents, how are you feeling? Immediate reactions, Jolien.
Yeah, again, like obviously excited. Another final. This is what you play football for. I just had a little moment then thinking of what Phil Foden must be thinking. Like, what is his third season and his fifth final? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, if he continues this rate, he could go down as the most decorated English player in history of the game. You know what I mean? So for someone like him, again, we spoke about him before the game, to be a City fan and to be going to Wembley so many times, you could see that how much it means to him.
It must be full on pinch yourself constantly for him. Sean, you particularly were loving that second goal going in. We were celebrating.
Yes, I was off my seat again. I'm absolutely gassed. We're at the finals again. And, again, I think the players will be valuable. We're on a serious note in terms of getting that win to be able to go to Wembley and hopefully be able to lift it for Carabao. But the performance tonight was absolutely brilliant. It really was. We saw the players at the end there. Diaz and Stones, these guys are hugging each other. The last 5 minutes, you saw them high-fiving each other when one was making a block and is going over for a corner. Julian knows about those type of relationships with centre-backs and being able to, keep a clean sheet. I was wrong with my prediction, but I'm happy to be wrong.
I wasn't.
Yeah, somebody in here predicted the score right and is quite chuffed with himself.
Well. Learn from Kel. I might do the lottery this week as well.
Yes, I think we all might now. So looking at that second half, obviously it was 0-0 at half time. We came out and in the first sort of 5-6 minutes, the one and only, the absolute and utter rebirth himself, John Stones, pops up with what I can describe as a Sean Goater-esque style goal. Sean, talk us through that goal.
Well, it's an absolute art. Everyone thinks that you're not in control, but as the ball comes across, John Stones uses his midriff, his upper thigh, his hip. I think it's a combination of all of the above, but it just hits him, or he hits it and goes in the goal. And this is brilliant. A set piece. They would not want to concede in a set piece because they will see themselves as probably pretty solid this way. But brilliant delivery comes in. And Stones, we talked about how his form has been, and I'm really pleased for him because I can't speak enough about it now because I wasn't one of those like Michael Brown that was saying he needed games. I was one of those saying, Stones, come on, you're letting us down with mistakes. Now we're seeing the Stones that everyone knew he could potentially deliver. He's so consistent now, and touch wood, long may it continue. With so many guys that were brilliant tonight. I just want to also say Zinchenko because he's a player that comes in and out sort of thing, and we would always go and say De Bruyne, and we'll say Aguero, and we'll say, all these players. But Zinchenko comes in and out, and again, the guys just come in and done a solid performance. Marking Rashford, brilliant. We're going to Wembley, baby.
And Zinchenko, first person that Pep went over to hug on the pitch as well. So I think he agrees with you there, Sean. John Stones, though, Jolie, and it's fair to say he's in the form of his absolute life right now. Yeah,
definitely. And again, he's obviously worked hard when he wasn't in the team because you're not able to perform like that unless you've done the work on the training field. And then obviously Pep's seen his attitudes continue to be positive and professional because again, if it's not, we've seen players in the past not get the opportunity to play, so a credit to him, and he's just getting the rewards. It's great to see someone that's wants to do well, is working so hard at his game, and now he's getting the rewards for that.
Yeah, and we can have a chance now to hear what John Stones had to say straight after the game.
On a rare goal for you at your big rival's home ground to get you to Wembley. That's one for the scrapbook, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Firstly, I'd like to send our condolences from everyone in the dressing room at Man City to Colin Bell and his family. I think how we played today was a reflection of him, and great moment for us, and hopefully I'm sure he's looking down on the game today. So another final for us, another great occasion, and obviously a derby that we've won against another top team just thoroughly pleased.
You were good in the first half, but that first sort of 15 minutes to the second half, it was sort of turbocharged. What did the manager say to you?
Same again, same mentality, same pressing, same everything really. I thought the first half, how we set the tone and how we played against such a good side at home as well, caused us problems, and we dealt with that so well. So more of the same, and try and be more clinical in the final third. And today I thought we had so many chances, great chances, great moves, that we got ourselves into the box and did the job at the end of the day.
And your goal, just a question of getting something on it. What was it on it? Or should I ask?
I was just trying to follow the ball in. I couldn't really see the line of the ball. They held a high line, and we practiced on it in training and on set pieces, and know how vital they are in big games. And just to get something on it was great. So yeah, I'm happy with that.
Life's good for you at the moment, isn't it? Does this feel like a new chapter in your career?
Yeah, I'm just working hard, trying to play as many games as I can, play as well as I can when I'm on the pitch, and give everything for the team, everything for the shirt, and staying true to myself, staying true to what I can do and what I can improve on, and trying to help and playing these big games is something I thrive off. Definitely the team thrive off it, and just trying to keep improving as much as I can and playing well.
Well, the good news is you've got a rare goal. The good news also is you're going to Wembley. The bad news is you're not man of the match, I'm afraid. Ruben Diaz got that.
Yeah,
you
right.
can blame Gary Neville for that. So if you'd like to pick up the
of course
Carling Cup
No problem.
Man of the Match award. Well done.
Cheers, thanks.
A lovely, respectful and jubilant interview there from John Stones, whose goal in the 50th minute led towards that 2-0 victory, which has seen us move into the final of the Carabao Cup. So we will be playing Tottenham, and that is on April the 25th at Wembley. And the date there is in the hope that maybe everything crossed, we might be there.
Please.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. And Sean, a stat for you. You want one?
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Stato, not the stat.
Thank you very much. That was John Stones hasn't scored in the league for City. It's been 1,162 days. So it was November 2017 when he scored against Napoli.
Wow, that's a serious stat. He should have got man of the match just because it was so long coming. I had him as man of the match, but that is something.
And I've got another stat for you as we go in to talk about the second goal of the game, which came from the man that we were talking about before the game. We
probably
love
longer.
him.
It's probably even longer, his stat.
So I've got for you kind of a different stat, and thank you to Stat City on Twitter. It was Fernandinho's first goal against United, and he's played them 17 times.
Yeah, but that, to be fair, that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me for Fernandinho. He's not in there to score the goals.
No,
it's great to see him do that, but his performance alone, to nullify someone that we highlighted for them as being such a threat, I don't remember him getting any kind of time on the ball. We've seen in the first half when Fernandinho let him know he was around, and the frustration by Fernandes that he got up and pushed him. So that is what he's in the team for, to just nullify any threat that our opposition have.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was the 83rd minute and Fernandinho popped up. Now, if anybody thought it was going to be John Stones and Fernandinho to score the winning goals in this game, you've got to let us know. You've got to tweet us. Give us a hashtag WNRH. We'd love to know.
We need proof, though.
We need proof.
No hindsight predictions.
You should be putting the lottery on if you thought it was Fernandinho and John Stones. But that was a serious thunderbolt of a volley that he scored.
Yes, it was. And before the game, we made a little mention about Fernandinho that he's not a defensive midfielder that just plays square and back. He has this eye to be able to pass balls forward accurately as well. And so he also has this good strike. We saw it in evidence tonight. I mean, this strike that he's done, I'd have to go way back in my library to find something to match it. This is a defensive midfielder. This is I can't remember getting one like that. I don't know about you, Julian. You scored?
Not from outside the box. No chance. I wouldn't have shot from outside. I don't think I would have reached. But no, we're forgetting he's Brazilian. You know what I mean? He's got some kind of flair. You're just born with flair, aren't you? So, again, it surprised me that he scored, but the technique doesn't surprise me because he's such a quality player. And
the celebrations following that second goal, it was emotional. Everybody was over to him.
Yeah, and again, I think everything plays a factor in that. The fact that it's him, what it means to the club and the dressing room. The fact that it's kind of guaranteed the place in the final, the occasion being for Colin Bell as well. So I think there's a lot of emotion in tonight's performance. I think he's seen the kind of togetherness after the game as well, the kind of the group hugging and stuff like that. We don't normally see that, but again, there's a lot of emotion tonight.
Yeah, and what I like about, talking about the emotions, such a big game, got the emotions of wanting to win the game for Colin Bell, and these players, we're talking about world-class players, are being able to just sort of keep those emotions at simmer and do the job. Because I can tell you, it is very easy to let your emotions get the better of you, and you don't quite perform. So we just can't sort of breeze across that. That's absolutely brilliant what the players are able to do. Put that down, know and understand the emotions of the game and the importance of trying to win it for the team and for Colin and Colin Bell and his family. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And another clean sheet that we've kept, and we really do have to give a shout out to the defence for that one. Obviously, before the game, we talked about Rashford, we talked about Martial. We know the threat that they can cause. We know the counter threat that United can cause. But it's fair to say that both Rashford and Martial were fairly anonymous for most of the game, and that credit has got to go to our defence.
Yeah, obviously the defenders, we want to see them get credit, but the defensive setup now, it's a lot more secure. There's a lot less attacks happening, and when they do get through, we've got Zach Stefan producing saves, because I remember the one in the first half from Fernandes. That was a top quality save, you know what I mean? So there's a combination of everyone playing their part now, and I think that the team are recognising how important it is, obviously, to keep clean sheets and what that does for momentum and confidence, but also kind of how enjoyable it is. Like we said, we've seen them actually celebrate blocks, tackles, defensive blocking on shots and crosses. So when you get that kind of enjoyment and buzz out of it, it enhances that kind of energy to do it.
The Ruben Diaz, John Stones celebration when he scored, but also, like you say, the high-fiving, the celebrating the tackles between the two of them, they really seem to have formed a real connection quite quickly, which obviously is so important for us to see.
Yeah, definitely. And again, it only bodes well for the trust of each other. Ooh.
Don't worry, we're still going Wembley. Yeah, baby.
Time for us to go. But no, again, that is a key element into a partnership, especially at the back. I think you need partnership throughout the team, but defensively, they have to be on the same kind of wavelength, because strikers can do individual moments of brilliance and score a goal, and one can run away with the goals. But as a partnership, they appreciate each other. But defensively, you have to be in sync. You have to be wanting the same things, because if you don't, you concede, and obviously you have a less chance of winning.
Oh, the connection they seem to have, it is reminiscent of you and Vincent, and we know what happened with that. So now we can go over and hear the thoughts, I'm sure, of a very jubilant Pep Guardiola.
Pep, an emotional night for the club, and the man on the front of your T-shirt would have been proud of that performance this evening.
Okay, it's for him, of course, if his family. Yeah, that this person helps to build something special for this club that don't have many trophies in the cabin, but that is not important, because the legacy that some players will provide for this club in the past, and some of these players will have in the future. And it's the club that now we have. So, of course, it's an incredible victory for us to beat United away and reach another final. And of course, especially today is for him. Absolutely.
Were you worried at half-time, or not worried but frustrated it was only 0-0?
You are frustrated when you play bad. Frustrated when the team don't run, don't help, don't celebrate every defensive action. So the team is ready, and that's why we came here in an outstanding performance. We suffered a little bit in the second half because we were tired after the game in Stamford Bridge, and they have 2 more days off to rest. But when a team had the mentality to do it, and we achieved something incredible. So I know the Carabao Cup is not the Champions League, but 4 times in a row reach the final, it's incredible. It's impressed. I'm so impressed for the quality of this team.
And a rare goal for John Stones, just when you needed it at the start of the second half when you were playing so well.
Yeah, we didn't score, I think, 1 goal in the set pieces this season. Lately we were close. We talk about this. We are close. And today in 2 corners we score the 2 goals.
We saw tonight, we saw against Chelsea at the weekend, it looks like you got your mojo back.
Who?
Sorry, I appreciate it. You probably didn't understand that.
No.
You got your magic back. You got that zip and that Manchester City feel again.
Well, we play a good game. That is about the consistency, and in the beginning, part of the reason why, like a lot of teams, we didn't make preseason. I said many times, we played the first official game without any friendly game, and we need a little bit of time, but I had the feeling that everybody now is already there.
And as you said, a fourth successive final against Tottenham and Jose. How much are you looking forward to that one?
It's not next week at the game, so we'll see. Only AS Pack arrive at the final in the best condition as possible, and of course Tottenham is a top team, but we have time to think about it.
Well done tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have a little while. April the 25th, that final will be. Love that interview. I'm loving Pep's interviews tonight.
Yeah, it was nice. It was good. Again, you can see he's got his mojo back. He's obviously happy with the way the team are preparing for games and executing the game plan, and we're seeing evidence of that in some top performances recently.
And of course, he's wearing the T-shirt as well, dedicated to Colin Bell. And he, same as John Stones, straight out dedicating it to him, dedicating it to his family and his friends. And it's just, the club is so wonderful in that, and showing our respect and showing our love for legends and people that we loved.
Yes, exactly. And as we said before the game, we knew the players would be very aware of this, and you're hearing it from Pep Guardiola, very aware of Colin Bell and what he's done, and saying it's about him. It was about him. This win is about him today. And I wouldn't even put it past the club that if we were to go and win it, that there'll be some mark to say this is for Colin Bell and his family. But absolutely brilliant to get to the final, and a tribute to Colin Bell, and I'm sure his family will be proud of that.
So, yeah, thank you so much for joining me tonight, gents. It's been extremely enjoyable game. We'll park this one for a little while now, Julian, and we'll concentrate back on the Premier League and Champions League and take this form into that now.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of confidence in the club, obviously in the team. There shouldn't be any reason to doubt their capabilities going forward. So hopefully it continues.
So, as we say, April the 25th for our fourth final in the row in the Carabao Cup, which we just need to rename the Manchester City Cup. So that really was an emotional evening tonight. That win was most certainly for Colin Bell and all his family. You can head over to City Plus as well, where we have absolutely loads of tributes to Colin, loads of videos that you can watch, loads of memories that you can share. So get over and have a look at that as well. And I think football can take us on a real roller coaster of emotion, highs and lows, and we've really felt that in the last 24 hours. But wow, we really needed that win. That was for you, Colin. That was for all of the fans around the world. Thank you very much, Manchester City. And we'll be back on Sunday when we try and get through to the FA Cup fourth round. But for now, thank you. And that was for you, Colin.
You will see Colin Bell, who's a very young player that gets through a tremendous amount of work, who is more suited from coming from deep positions into forward attacking players than actually being a forward attacking player.
To Bell. Well cut in that. And this must be it. No. What can you do? There's Lee. There's Lee. He's not offside. And there it is. Manchester City are the champions of the First Division. They defeated Newcastle by 4-3. And it's all over. Wonderfully listen to them now as they see the cup. Leading well to get it over. Bell flicking it on. Pardo! Big Pardo! That's what they're waiting for in their move. Once again, it's becoming something of a habit. The European Cup Winners' Cup, which will now join the League Cup on the shelf at Main Road. is Alan Oakes. 20 minutes gone, and it's... What a goal! What a goal! What a fantastic shot by Colin Bell.
That's dangerous. Bell, in!
It's Doyle. Bell!
Bell moving up very strongly on the right, and Bell's got a chance now. 2-0.
Bell! Keegan, series of 1-2s, Bell. 3-0.
Here's Marsh. That's for Bell. Thank you very much, 4-1.